evening and welcome to another video. Today is Thursday the 11th of August 2016 and in tonight's video I'm going to look ahead and preview the third test match between Sri Lanka versus Australia. Now this is going to start on Saturday the 13th of August and it could last potentially 5 days. Now, this is the third match in the series and Sri Lanka lead this series by 2-0. So they've already won the series, so this is going to be a dead rubber match. But this series has been a series of low scores from both teams. The highest score from any team is 353 made by Sri Lanka in the first test, in the first innings. And Australia's best effort followed that. It was in the same test match, they made 203 in their first innings, but since that they've all struggled to make high scores. The Australians have really struggled with spin so far in the both test matches, and the Sri Lankans really have used that to their advantage. They haven't been great in these matches, but they've done enough to get the job done. So we're going to preview Sri Lanka's batting first and where they could potentially improve to win this match more comprehensively against the Australians. So their batting lineup, they've got Dimuth Karunaratne. Now he's the opening batsman. He has to be better. He has to be more focused. He has to bat more time at the crease. They've also got Kaushal Silva. Now he's a decent batsman as long as James Anderson from England doesn't bowl him. He has a terrible record against him, but against anyone else in these conditions, he'll go on quite well. They've got Kusal Mendis at 3. Again, he's another competent player, but he has to really bat time. That's the problem I think with these top three, these Sri Lankans, they can't bat time in test matches, and that's what's really digging them into holes because it's putting the pressure on this middle order, which is very weak. They've got Dinesh Chandimal, the wicketkeeper, at 4, which I'm surprised he's so far up the batting order because he isn't the strongest of batsmen compared to what the Sri Lankans had in the previous years with Sangakkara, Jayawardene in that middle order. Chandimal's nothing like what Sangakkara was like, and I think that he's really got to show his worth in this team, and he really needs a big knock in this innings. They've got the captain Angelo Mathews at 5. Now he is a star man in this team with both bat and ball. He's outstanding with the bat, and he's also a great captain. I expect to see a very good display from Angelo Mathews in this test match. Then we see the spin, we've got the bowlers, we'll see the spin trio of De Silva, we'll see Perera, and we'll see Herath, and we'll also see another spinner in Sandakan. Now, it's 4 spinners, they've got 3 full-on spinners and 1 part-time spinner in De Silva. So it's a real spin-led attack. They know the Australians' weakness is spin. Herath has been the player of the series so far. He's took 19 wickets in 2 test matches. He's been absolutely outstanding. The other spinners have also chipped in with wickets. Sandakan made his test debut in the last match, the same as Perera. He also chipped in with a few wickets in the last few test matches. But let's talk about the fast bowlership. The people that have to take the new ball. Vishwa Fernando will have to take the new ball. He's a left-arm bowler, and he might cause a little bit of problems for the Australian batsmen, but not as much as his spinners. You've got Angelo Mathews bowling his medium pacers, and you've also got the other Perera bowling his medium pacers as well. So they've got 2 medium pacers and 1 out-and-out quick bowler. The conditions really don't suit fast bowling. Now we'll get to talk about the Australians. The Australians, they're going to go with David Warner at the top of the order. He's a flamboyant batsman. He's such a great talent to watch over any format, whether it's 2020, 50 overs, or whether it's the test matches. He can get Australia off the flyers, but he can also now bat time, which is a great asset for his game. And he'll open the bat with Joe Burns. Now, Joe Burns has a lot of questions to answer. He really has to establish himself in this test team. The Australians have had great test openers in the past, and he's got to follow in their footsteps. I'll be interested to see how he gets on in this test match, whether he can play against spin, because David Warner used to be very poor against spin, but he's came on so far, leaps and bounds over the last 5 years against spin bowling. And at 3 you've got Usman Khawaja. Now he's very good against spin, being Pakistan born and grown up in some Pakistan pitches. He is very used to spin bowling, so I expect to see him not struggle against the Sri Lankan spinners. The next one is Steve Smith, the captain. Now, Steve Smith really has to prove a captain's performance and really show his asset against spin. He's played in the IPL for a number of years now, and he's been very, very good in the IPL. Although it's 20 overs, he should be able to transfer that form into the Test match arena. The next batsman you've got is Adam Voges. Now, Adam started so well in Test match cricket. He hasn't hit the heights in recent times, but I expect him to play well in Sri Lankan conditions in this Test match. Knowing that the Test match series is now gone, I think Adam will relax, and that'll be a great thing for this team. They've got Mitchell Marsh at 6. Now he's a young up and coming player and really has to prove his worth to this lineup, both with bat and ball. So he really has to provide a good service with bat and ball. You've also got Peter Nevill, the wicketkeeper. He's a decent gloveman, but again, he'll have to prove his worth in this team with the bat. Just like Adam Gilchrist did before him, he was a real trendsetter of wicketkeeper batsmen. Peter Nevill will have to follow in his footsteps and really improve his batting. His keeping was very, very good in the first two Test matches, but he'll have to bat a lot better. Mitchell Starc, again, he could provide himself into a new all-rounder, but he has to improve with the bat. So let's talk about their bowlers. I'll start with Mitchell Starc. He is outstanding when he's on fire. These conditions really, really don't suit him, but I think that Mitchell Starc can make it work in Sri Lanka with bowling his cutters and taking pace off the ball and really using his field, using Yorkers, not using the pitch because the pitch won't give you much here. You've got Josh Hazlewood as well. He's a very, very good right arm seam bowler as well. He's getting faster and faster every Test series he is playing. You've got Mitchell Marsh, a medium pacer. And Australia got plenty of spin options as well. You've got Jon Holland and Nathan Lyon. Nathan Lyon's a very, very good spin bowler in any conditions. He's good whether the ball spins or it doesn't spin, and he's got his tactics down to a T against most batsmen. You've also got Steve Smith, who can chip in a few overs of spin as well as a part-time spinner. This stadium has hosted 5 Test matches previously, and the first 3 were draws between 2010 and 2012. And since that, Sri Lanka didn't use the stadium for 3 seasons, but they did use it this time last year against Pakistan, and Pakistan won that Test match. They played the first Test match in this series in this stadium, the Pankili International Stadium, which Sri Lanka won by 106 runs. As I said before, it was a very low scoring match, and Australia just couldn't cope with Sri Lanka's spin balls with 160 odd dot balls in a row, which is a world record for dot balls. So what do I think is going to happen in this Test match? I think that the first day and a half will be level, but I think when the pitch starts to turn more, I think the Sri Lankans will edge ahead and really take advantage of that. I think Sri Lanka will complete a series whitewash against Australia here, winning this Test match quite convincingly in the end up in 4 days. So with that, that's the end of this video. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on the video. If you want to leave any comments and feedback on this video, you can do so via the comment section below this video. If you want to do it via my Twitter, it's in the description below. And until tomorrow when I upload another 2 videos, I will see you then. Goodbye.